So I do my David Corenswet Superman suit update video this morning. Try saying that 20 times. Lock that, upload it. I take myself to the gym. I'm in the middle of a brutally heavy leg session. Then all of a sudden my phone starts blowing up with this news. So I'm like, shit, I better hurry this up and head home. End up doing one of the most brutal leg sessions ever. And this was my entrance trying to record this video. Dramatization may not have happened. Hey guys, welcome to another video here on the channel today. It's a double whammy, but they're separated in two, but it's still a Superman Legacy update. As of an hour ago, it has been announced that Nicholas Hoult has been cast as Lex Luthor in James Gunn's Superman Legacy. Now, I want to talk about it, give my thoughts on it, but I also have a fan casting that I just really wished would have happened for the character of Lex Luthor. Now, initially, Nicholas Hoult was up for the role of Superman before David Corenswet got it. I don't know if it was one of those things where Nicholas Hoult was also auditioning for Lex Luthor, but after he didn't get the role of Superman, James Gunn thought, you might be more suited towards Lex Luthor. Now, my overall thoughts, I dig it. I like Nicholas Hoult as an actor. He has definitely proven himself as a very versatile actor. If you guys have seen the series called The Great with Elle Fanning, it is so good, so funny, so rude, so dirty, and he is great in that. I love him as Hank McCoy slash Beast, a younger Hank McCoy. He does a crackerjack American accent. He has really proven himself, and he just doesn't pigeonhole himself to one particular stereotype. He does it all. So in terms of Lex, I can definitely see this happening. Much more of a younger Lex Luthor. If we look at Lex Luthors of the past, we have obviously Gene Hackman, we have Kevin Spacey, Michael Rosenbaum, and even John Cryer. And John Cryer turned out to be a pretty impressive Lex Luthor. I'm sure there's a few I'm missing, but those are the ones that stood out to me. So the first article I saw actually came from Deadline, and they go on to say, we hear that James Gunn has found his Lex Luthor in British actor Nicholas Hoult. The movie star was always eyed for this role after Gunn selected fresh-faced David Corenswet in the title role and Emmy winner Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane. The studio wanted to go through the casting process after the SAG-AFTRA strike of landing an actor to play Luthor. Warner's is already in business with Hoult in Clint Eastwood's Juror No. 2. Hoult has also starred in the 2015 Warner Brothers blockbuster Mad Max Fury Road. Oh, what a day! What a lovely day! Each bit of news that comes out about Superman Legacy, I'm thoroughly impressed thus far. The biggest one for me is obviously going to be that suit reveal, like I mentioned this morning with the video I put up a few hours ago. That is going to be the deciding factor for me. Not if the film's going to be shit as a whole, but just the tone of it. I think tone can be set a lot in the costumes, and I just really want to do something familiar but different at the same time. Like I said, something akin to Christopher Reeve would be great, but going back to the casting of Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, I definitely think he can do a damn good job. Again, a much more younger Lex Luthor. Oh, there's one I did not mention, Jesse Eisenberg. There's a reason why I didn't mention him. Seriously, that was not Lex Luthor. That was just a fucking pest. But if this is a thing where Nicholas Hoult will return as Lex Luthor, I would like to see him go through a transition and this character arc to become the Lex Luthor we know and love. Of course, I'd love to see him in the Lex Luthor mech suit. That would be badass to go up against Corenswet's Superman. But amongst all of this, I'm like a little bit disappointed. And I knew it was never going to happen. But you know in the back of your head where you hold out hope and think, maybe the universe might listen and they might do it. I would have loved to have seen, and he can still do it to this day, Billy Zane as Lex Luthor. I think it was such a missed opportunity, whether it have been in Superman Returns or even the CW series, but I feel he is still a prime Lex Luthor, even at his later age. He's still got it. I know he paints a lot these days, but he does little bit pieces here and there. I know he just recently completed a Marlon Brando biopic, which is great, and he's all in prosthetic makeup as Brando, but as Lex Luthor, like the proper Lex Luthor, I feel he could have done so good. But we have Nicholas Hoult. I'm all for it. I love him as an actor. He's versatile, especially after seeing him in The Great, seeing him portray a young Hank McCoy slash Beast in the X-Men films. I think this is interesting times ahead. I'm really keen to see him in the nice Lex Luthor suit. Would love to see him in the mech suit, but we'll see what happens. With that being said, guys, let me know down below your thoughts on the casting of Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor in James Gunn's Superman Legacy. Love your guts, and I'll catch you in the next one.